Hi, hello, welcome to all to my video. And this lecture series, we have been discussed a lot of type of engines in previous videos. If you have missed, this link is in the description. You can watch the videos. And in this session, we will discuss about the turbojet engine, a common turbojet engine. So, it is a type of gas turbine engine used in aircraft, and the turbojet engine it was developed before the Second World War. So it has an open tube that burns the fuel continuously to produce the thrust or power. And then, as a Newton's third law, every action has its opposite reactions come to the picture. When the mixture of air and fuel burn, it produces the high amount of hot gases which expand out from the rear of an engine. As the hot gases expands, engine is accelerated in the opposite direction, so the flight moves forward. So in these schematic diagrams, you can see the parts of the turbojet engine: an intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. We will partition these like in four ways: intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust. And these are all the parts like that as a construction used to construct an engine in a basic schematic diagram. A fan, the fan is sucks the air, atmospheric air into the engine, and the compressor, which decreases the acceleration of the incoming air. And the combustor is one where the combustion will happen with fuel and air intake. So next, turbine. These are all the arrangements, the line of arrangements of turbojet engine. Next is turbine to increase this, and mixer, and then nozzle. Now we will see the working principle and parts of that. And the engine of the turbojet is it's commonly like sucks air and decreases the air in diffuser, and it gives a constant supply of gas and fuel in combustion chamber, and then turbine, and then exhaust. And there are more parts comprises in that. So there are fan is the very first common component in a turboprop. The large spinning fan sucks a large quantity of the air. The fan comprises two parts. The first part is the air passing through the core. The second part is bypasses the core of the engine. It goes through a duct into the surrounding core to the back of the engine, where it produces much of the force that propels the airplane forward. And then compressor. Compressor is the first component in the engine core. The compressor is made up of fans with many blades attached to the aircraft, attached to the shaft. The compressor, it squeezes the air and enters it into the progressively smaller areas, resulting in as increases in the air pressure. So it's like diffusing. The result in an increase in the energy potential of the air. The squeezed air is forced into the combustion chamber. And next is combustor. In this, the air mixed with fuel and get ignited by fuel injectors, and there are igniters also there. There are so many as 20 nozzles to spray the fuel into air stream. The mixture of air and fuel catches the fire. This provides high temperature, high energy airflow. The fuel burns with the oxygen in the compressed air, producing hot expanded gases. So it has around 2700 degrees Celsius, like that. And next is turbine. It's a high energy airflow coming out of the combustion goes into the turbine, it causing the turbine blades to rotate. The turbines are linked by a shaft to turn the blades in the compressor and to spin the intake fan at the front. This rotation takes some energy from the high energy flow that is used to drive the fan and the compressor. The gases produced in the combustion chamber moves through the turbine and it spins its blades. The turbine of a jet engine spin around thousands of times. They are fixed on shafts which have several set of ball bearings in between that. And the next is nozzle, an important shape and part of the engine. The nozzle is a duct of the engine. This engine part is actually produces a thrust for the plane. The energy depleted airflow that passes the turbine in addition to the colder air bypass engine in the engine core. We have seen already the bypass air will passes through in atmospheric temperature beyond the core. So it produces a force when accessed in the nozzle that act as a propel the engine. Therefore, the airplane goes forward. The combination of hot air and cold air are expelled and produce an exhaust which causes a forward thrust. A nozzle may be preceded by a mixture which combines the high temperature air coming from the engine core with the lower temperature air was bypassed in the fan. The mixture helps to make the engine quieter. So in these parts itself we can say that combustion and so much of blades, combination of shafts and diffusers, stators, rotors, like that. So this is I hope I have explained the turbojet engine well, and I hope you understand the turbojet engine, how it works and its construction. So we will see in next video. Thank you.